Hello, and welcome to today's video where I have an exciting chapter review of the latest chapter of Blue Lock 213. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. Here I will upload chapter reviews and other series, so if that sounds interesting, then please consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. And this seems kind of obvious, but I have to warn you guys that after this point forward, there will be spoilers. Anyway, now I'm gonna stop wasting your time, so let's get into chapter 212 called Egoist 4. We start this chapter where we left off at the last. Kind of obvious, but yeah. Isagi has just scored his goal with his mind-blowing lefty shot. We can see different families all over the world being ecstatic over Isagi. However, I want to quickly focus on this guy. If you have forgotten, then this was Isagi's first true fan. He came up to Isagi after the U20 match and asks him to shake his hand, which was so adorable. I really like how the Blue Lock authors keep on showing him in different places. It makes it feel much more special and reminiscing in some kind of way. Anyway, back to the game. Ness is almost too stunned to speak. His voice is shaky when he confronts Isagi. He tells Isagi that it's impossible, an unknown attacking pattern, and shot a direct shot with his left foot while there was no data on it. Ness is furious as he screams at Isagi, asking him what he's done in the last few days. After that, we go back 5 days in time, when Isagi went to Kunigami for help. Thanks to Igarashi, Isagi realized that his direct shot's weakness is that he can only shoot it accurately with his right foot. However, Kunigami became two-footed after he copied Noa's physical abilities, and then Isagi asks him to teach him. Kunigami is a bit freaked out, calling Isagi clingy and disgusting. Isagi is still determined, so he follows him and asks Kunigami to let him train together so that Isagi can study his body. Kunigami stops and says absolutely not, and that Isagi will just end up destroying his specs. Kunigami tells him that he became two-footed to survive the wild card. Even so, it only worked because he had the necessary physical attributes to pull it off. If Isagi were to try copying Kunigami, he would end up bulking up in the wrong place and then lose his body's balance, meaning that there's only a greater chance that his performance will deteriorate. As Kunigami walks out, he tells Isagi to forget about shortcuts to become stronger, telling him that if he goes for that route, he's finished as a football player. Isagi thinks that Kunigami just warned him, saying that Kunigami is still a good guy after all, before going after him. As they are going around the corner, they meet up with Chigiri, who tells Kunigami that he finally found him. Isagi asks Chigiri what he's doing inside the German stratum, and Chigiri says that he came to see Kunigami, saying that he basically ghosted Chigiri during and after the game. While Chigiri is talking to Kunigami, he just walks away telling him to piss off and that he doesn't have anything to tell him. However, Chigiri doesn't give up and speaks his mind. He says that he understands that Kunigami has changed. His playstyle and aura are totally different from before. However, it isn't only Kunigami who's changed. Chigiri tells him that from now on, he will be keeping an eye on Kunigami and asks him to do the same. But just then, another one sneaks his head around the door opening. It's Bachira, who asks if this is some kind of class reunion. Before rushing over and saying that he will join in, he throws the football in Isagi's face. Bachira says that he saw the Bastard versus Manshine match on the monitor, saying that it was awesome and that they were all dripping ego juice from their body. Now I'm not even going to try speculating what ego juice is, so let's just leave that to Bachira. He continues telling them that Kunigami's goal and Isagi's movements were totally insane, not to mention how crazy Chigiri's goal was. Anyway, he originally came over to ask Kunigami if they could train together. While this is happening, we can see Isagi cooking up some nasty piece for him to evolve, as he looks at Bachira and Chigiri and says that it's not like they totally changed their playstyle. Rather, they made minor adjustments that further maximized and enhanced their strongest weapons, so maybe there's no need to change everything. Isagi was too hung up on being two-footed, while what he really wanted was to customize his weapon for his left foot. While Isagi continues to level up his primary weapon, the direct shot, and if he can manage to just acquire a secondary weapon, then it will complete everything. And after that, the four of them start a 2 versus 2 match, which makes me so nostalgic back to the start of the series when they really were acting like this. As they are starting their furious 2 versus 2 match, Isagi says that on that day, he got a hint regarding his lefty direct shot, which will help him dominate this game. The text at the bottom says, his rivals spur him on to even greater heights. As he unveils his newly evolved playstyle, it's time to dominate this match. This chapter was great. I love to see the original four being back together and being all friendly with each other. Even if it's just for a while, it makes me happy. I was also a bit surprised by how careful Kunigami was for Isagi. It makes me think that the old Kunigami will come back sometime, but I kind of doubt it will happen. However, what's more exciting is that I'm so curious about the next chapter as we are getting back into the game. I can't wait to see Kaiser's reaction to Isagi's lefty shot, as we haven't gotten to see it. And I also just want to get back into the match due to how crazy it is. Anyway, I think that this chapter was really great, showing us the original 4, and also Isagi's biggest fan. Please tell me how you felt about this chapter and if you had a specific part you really liked. And if you like Blue Lock and videos like this, then I would highly suggest you subscribe to this channel. And while you are at it, leave a comment and a like, as it helps out with the algorithm a ton. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.